Alright, so we are back and welcome to the free-to-play series episode 2, where we have been non-stop grinding, but the worst part so far has to be the sewers of Arnok challenges, where we have to farm the attack percent, gloves, chest plates and boots and equip them to our champions. And I was getting the worst RNG ever, and I spent way too much time trying to get those done. But let me know in the comment section below, guys, for anyone getting involved in this series. Did you have really good RNG and got your 3 stars straight away? Or was you like me, like with a super bad luck and took you way much longer than expected? But we managed to get them done now, so that is a plus, right? In terms of the daily login reward program, we're actually on. We'll talk about Rathalos in a second. And that's a pretty cool picture. Hopefully, he comes into the game as a champion, right? But in terms of the daily login rewards, we're actually on day number 4. But if you recall when we actually started the series, it was very late into the day on day number 1, but I just did it anyway because I wanted to get a kickstart on the Rathalos chase. But we actually only started grinding around midnight into day 2 on the live stream. So theoretically, we've kind of done 2 full days of farming, but it is 4 days in total so far. But we're going to be grinding, of course, today as well. In terms of the Rathalos chase, we're halfway through it, but I just want to say congratulations to everyone that's got their hands on this champion already on their main accounts, because he is an absolute beast from what I've been seeing in the community so far. I'm going to be making a dedicated guide on him sometime tomorrow. I was supposed to be doing it today, but then I realized my resources are very, very low on my main account. So I've just been grinding some silver, grinding some potions, and all of that good stuff. And then we'll get a video guide out sometime tomorrow. But I'm really looking forward to it, and he surprised me in terms of his damage output. And of course, many of you are aware that I chose a Gallic as my starter rare, which in hindsight, I'm not too sure if I regret it, because I'm seeing the people with the KOs getting so much further than myself in terms of poisons for the clan boss. I also picked up a miscreated monster who has been a massive carry to get through some of these content areas. But that came along some massive pulls as well. So if you've been tuning into the live streams, you'd know that we summoned a Duck the Pierced, who is massive, and also a Lordly Legionary, which is from day number 150 of the login reward program. So, you know, I'm not upset by those pulls, but playing above me right now will be some other ones I did off camera, where we actually got our first ever reviver and speed lead for the classic arena. So welcome aboard to Gorgrab. Massive pull, right? Because he comes through with these AoE revives. We also got a turn meter fill, and once we ascend it as well, we'll be pretty good with the 50% increased attack. And he's just going to be a huge carry throughout all of these areas. Lordly Legionary was a massive pickup as well. It's a bit unfortunate he doesn't place heal reduction himself on the Fire Knight, but he does come through with a turn meter manipulation alongside a decreased speed as well. And a reflect damage to reflect it back to the boss's shield to reduce those shield counters. So overall, I think he's going to be, you know, used for a little bit just to try and get some Fire Knight missions done. And then we also got a Duck the Pierced, who comes through with an AoE decreased attack, a decreased defense, and a decreased accuracy with some provokes in there as well. And it's kind of put me in two minds, because now we pulled some really cool champions. Who do I invest in for my first ever 6-star? I've been saying the whole time I'm going to go with Miscreated Monster, but we are getting this legendary champion in a couple days, right? So do I just kind of farm up the food and then invest it into him straight away? Because we do have the barrel as well, right? From the very start, as you see here. Right here, we've got a barrel. So, you know, we could shoot him all the way up to 6-star, and that's going to be massive for this account. And that will allow me to slow farm some food in the meantime, because I have been kind of preparing. We got some 4 stars and all of that good stuff. And then we got Gallic, who I didn't really want a 6-star, if I'm honest. Like, I am seeing people with their KOs running away with this competition due to the poison damage. And also, this cooldown is ridiculous, a 5-turn. It's pretty nasty. Let me just have a quick look at KOs. What is KOs one? What's cooldown on his A3? So head down to the res and boom. So this is a 4-turn cooldown. So it's not a massive discrepancy, but, you know, it's still better to have a 4-turn. But those poisons, you know, if you talk about Dragon, you talk about Clan Boss, players are probably going to get so much more value out of this champion. And as a player who's actually played with all of the starters now, is he the worst one in the game? I'm not too sure. It probably maybe, you know. I don't know what it is. Like, the decreased defense is nice, but it's kind of conditional that they've got a specific amount of debuffs, right? If they got 2 or more debuffs. The AoE is nice and increased speed on himself. You know, it's decent. But I'm not sure if it's worthy of a 6-star yet. But let me know in the comment section below, who would you be focusing on in my situation? Because with Miscreated Monster, I've actually invested in the full Mastery tree, which is pretty sweet, right? We've kind of gone down to the support tree a little bit, trying to extend the value of his shields and the lasting gifts for the ally protection. And also the Spirit Haste for when our champions die, so he can come through and get an extra bonus for that. And also the Lore of Steel, so in the future, we can amplify his Immortal gear, whatever that may be. But in terms of gear, we actually got some really cool pickups as well. So we got a 5-star Legendary Perception, which had a bit of speed in it. It didn't roar, unfortunately, but the stat boost alone is pretty good for his stuns. We got this piece as well, which once again, a little bit trash, but, you know, it's better than getting some common gear out there, right? And then we actually pulled this one as well. So a defense percent with crit rate and HP percent as well, which is phenomenal. And then we also got the worst piece in the world, or should I say the best, in these speed boots. Look at those. They're insane, right? Speed boots 1-star. I know it's terrible. But we're trying to farm up some better ones, of course. But I just did it for the set bonus of the 12%. But overall, he's been a huge carry so far. Army of 2-star with Gallic. With him, we've kind of gone with Cruel and Lifesteal, just trying to heal by the damage inflicted. And we managed to get an attack one here, but with no attack percent as the substats. And Duck is in a Relentless. He's in random gear just for those missions. And then we got Gorgrab just trying to add to his speed a little bit, right? So in terms of the challenges, on the champions, we're actually on 4 of 5. We just need to upgrade some now. So what's the hardest one that's going to be here? Upgrading a rare, epic, or legendary champion, or mythical with champion skills. Win a campaign battle using 4 champions of level 50. So these ones might take a little bit of a while, that's fine. In terms of the artifacts, yes, we've managed to do the Sewers of Arnok ones. They are disappeared now. Equip 2 champions of 3 sets or higher. And we just have to keep going with that and then rank up to level 8. Which is fine, we'll be able to do that. Dungeons is just these ones, which I should be able to fly through. Get myself an extra Ancient Shard. Maybe this one will be like the one I don't have. So removing a debuff whilst being stage 7 of the Void Keep. But I can beat all of these on auto, so that's completely fine. And then Arena Challenges, we're on 3 of 3 now. So we just need to get into gold. And we'll be good to go on that one as well. So I'm pretty happy with the challenges. Missions-wise, if I move myself out the way, we've completed every single one from the first 76, which is a massive gain. And then now we're just trying to push towards that Sacred Shard. There's loads in here that I can easily do, like upgrade to level 16 and, you know, some lesser potions. There's going to be loads of these that are just going to be retroactive to fly through them. And I'm hoping I can get to the Sacred Shard by maybe mid this week before the Ravelos chase ends. I would love to get the Sacred Shard. And then if we just head into the arena now, going to the classic. Oh, we dropped down a little bit. No! I was actually in silver 3. Like, if you guys look on the leaderboards, I'm probably there in terms of silver 3. Oh, who beat me? But this is actually our first chest. Can we get a shard? That'd be cool to yeet. We got an Ancient. We'll do that today. And a battle log. Oh, we're getting some defeats now. So people are coming through with some nice power. Some legendary champions. There we go. But the team is pretty cool. Like, I'm trying to get the speed faster than my Gallic. At the moment, Gallic is faster than him because the base speed on Gorgrab is horrific. So the kind of theme would be increase attack, lead into the Gallic nuke, go into the crowd control, and then a provoke as well. And it's been working out pretty nice so far. That speed aura is massive. Absolutely massive for this account. Because if anyone that's not aware, we can't use these legendaries that we pull from our shards. So when I'm thinking about legendaries of speed auras, I don't think there's any for free for the arena. So, but to have 23%, that's a lot. That's going to allow me to speed through and get our crowd control out straight away from our Miscreated Monster. But let me know what kind of strategies you guys are going for as well. Are you just going for slow burn and nukes or whatever that may be? Come on, let's go. Got a bit of a heal. There's some ally protection. That True Fear is very clutch as well. Oh, we came through the recall of the Shaman. Now we just need to take out this dude. Who's that? Greenwater Ruick with the Taunt buff. Alright, nice. Well, he's got something on there to counterattack. Imagine if he just kills us because of that. Can we get a stun on? Oh, the A1 is nice for the stun from Miscreated. Boom, boom, shake the room. Alright, Gorgrab is down, but we came through the nuke. And we should be able to climb up to gold pretty comfortably, I think. Comfortably. Keep getting my tongue in a twist in these videos nowadays. But I really want to open up with that increased attack. We just need to get some better speed boots or sets on him. And we'll be able to kind of speed cheat a little bit, right? But that synergy is going to be massive. So he's got Raveler's Blade Master already. How many of you guys have been enjoying him? Have you built him up already, or are you waiting for CVC? I'm interested to know. Look at that. That provoke is huge, right? Coming out from Dr. Pierced. Nice. There we go. Ooh. Ravelos came through with that massive nukes there. I think one problem that I've done is, because I've chose Miscreated Monster, I'm not sure if it was a bad move, because I'm seeing the amount of damage coming out from this Ravelos, once paired with the burn for the passive, right? And Mordecai really sets that up, so have I kind of kicked myself in the foot going for Miscreated as a carry champion? Maybe a little bit. I'm not too sure, but I feel like Miscreated is going to be able to carry me through places like the Doom Tower or wherever that may be, just to keep us alive, right? Because the ally protection is huge. We do have a clan boss as well, which we're doing easy at the moment. Let's see what we can get. We get an Ancient Shards. Speed Boots are mortal. I'll keep it for now. And a Cruel Piece of some crit damage and HP percent. I will also keep it for now. So this is the team that we got at the moment. I don't know why on earth there is some random res in here. What's going on? Maybe I just changed it for a bit. But we actually pulled a Doom Screech, which is massive. We got increased defense, 10 meter fills, and I've got him built in a Toxic set because I don't have any poisoners, so my damage is lackluster at the moment. And then Lordly Legionary or Gore Grab should I choose? Maybe just Gore Grab, get some more damage out, potentially. I don't feel like Lordly Legionary is doing anything for Clan Boss outside of just base stats alone over res. Dr. Pierce, let's just go a first priority here, and a first priority here. With a, I don't know, second choice here, I guess. If someone dies, or I guess he'll just do it himself. So, let's do it. It's a pretty decent team. Like, we managed to almost wonky. I should be open up with the decreased defense there, but because we need 2 debuffs active, I'm trying to just do that so we get the bigger variation. So we're synergizing it with the Dr. Pierced. So there's the ally protection. There's the poison set of our Doom Screech coming to fruition. There's the ally protection going out there for the second slam. And I don't know who to book first because I've been saying this on stream as well, that Miscreated Monster, you don't need books to enable this kit. You just need it to enable damage and cooldowns, which is effective. But someone like Dr. Pierce needs the books to be able to, you know, get a 100% chance to place his debuffs. So I'm not sure which one I'm valuing more at the moment, because we're putting all of these top tier champions, but where do we really invest them to get the most amount of count? Because it is going to get limited in terms of how much books that we get. I know that we've got around 3 at the moment in terms of epic books, or 4. And then I've got a few more to get from the campaign milestones as well. So yeah, we're probably going to be able to book up 1 champion. I believe Miscreate is around 11 and Duck is around 12 or so. But if we just get those buff values, I won't invest the rest of the books in them, if that makes sense. And that way we can kind of spread the books around a little bit, right? So there's the ally protection. But we're doing pretty well, like almost 500,000 damage already without a poisoner. Like I was struggling before without that toxic set. But there's that increased defense as well, which is huge. But we really need to get that War Master on our Miscreated Monster now, just to try and get that damage out, because that's going to be huge. Like, usually with Miscreated, maybe just go for a full tanky build, but because we're limited on champions at the moment, I'm going to have to stick with that War Master just for clan boss damage. And he's going to be a good one anyway. I need to speed tune something with maybe Doom Screech and Miscreated together for a clan boss team. I might do it on my main account just to try and test it out first before investing resources, but he was a massive pool. I also got a Horus Specs from the Void Shards as well. He was nice. He was from my second one. But not sure if I'm going to use him. Not sure if I need him, to be fair. But he's pretty decent. We're just looking for those cold hearts. There we go. More poison damage. Ally protection coming out. And you could just imagine that if we get that cooldown on Miscreated Monsters ally protection, we'll be able to keep us in the race more, right? And we'll be able to boost into battle with double turn meter with Gorgorab. Just to try and get up to like normal and hard as quickly as possible. With some heals as well. I know everyone else has probably got like millions of damage so far, but look at this. We're taking us back now. We need that decreased attack to go out. Boom. Nice. Get some more poisons out. Can we get some ally protection again? We're taking a stun and Doom Screech is down. Can we revive him with the Gorgorab? Decreased defense. Can we get ally protection out? Oh no, we're going to take a smack. Oh no, we got decreased attack. We're good. Come on, Gorgorab. I know you can get him up. Ally protection. Is he going to stay alive? Oh, no. I think he's down, guys. I think he's down. Oh, we got a shield. Oh, no. He's gone. I think this is my best damage so far. I think I got around 600 and something thousand yesterday. So it's been a boost. Almost 1 million damage. So we still need to 2-key on the normal, which is fine. It's a marathon, not a sprint, right? We'll be able to optimize our damage over time. But Gallic, of course, coming out with 400,000 damage. Nowhere near what a KO would do. But that's basically where all the damage from everyone else is coming from. Like, if we have a look in here, it's going to be... I bet everyone's got a KO here. Yep, KO, 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 and KO. So that's where all of the damage is going to be coming from for something like the normal. But once we get ourselves a good poisoner, we'll be completely fine here. We'll be completely fine. But I'm pretty happy with my team so far. Oh, look, other one's got a Venom Mage. That's massive, right? Massive pull. Jar Egg from Cold Brew with a Rector Giraffe. That's an unstoppable duo right there. Okay. There's a few miscreated monsters in here. I'm proud. I'm happy with that. I thought everyone was going to go for the Mordecai, which would have been a shame. I just wanted to spice it up a little bit. Might have kicked myself in the foot a tiny bit, but it is what it is. Okay, let's summon this Ancient Shard. I am very intrigued of what this is going to be. Usually I'd be saving them, but it's fine. Who did we get? We got a Runic of Warder or Honor Guard. Decrease accuracy, chance of stealing 2 random buffs. That is huge. I didn't have any earlier, like we mentioned, so being able to do that just for the mission is cool. And also a block buffs. So this is actually a huge champion for that mission, right? Which one was it? In the dungeons, it was Steal the Shield buff from the Magic Guardian. That's sorted. We can use him to do that. And then also remove, a skill that removes debuffs. So he's going to be able to complete 2 missions from these dungeon ones. So that's a massive pull. That is huge. So I need to make sure that I lock him, just to make sure I keep him. Oh, we got an achievement for that as well. Nice. I'll take it. Dailies, what do we need to do? Campaign. Okay, I'll do some of that later. In terms of like future plans of this, what am I looking to do or what am I trying to achieve here? Of course, we've had our Army of 2 strategy. They've been carrying us through the campaign. And that's kind of what we're doing right now. Like normal, completely free start. Hard is completely half, I guess. Like there's loads of things to still get. But I just wanted to get to brutal as quickly as possible so we can start farming that 12 free, which we're getting close to. We're currently on the Halloween halls and just trying to get through this. But unfortunately, we're only 1-starring at the moment. Gallic just isn't putting in the work for me unless I get some better gear and stuff. But overall, it's been pretty decent so far. But once we get here, we'll be the right affinity to face some of the stages. So that's kind of like the main goal at the moment, trying to get some farm teams going. I'm trying to stay on top of faction wars as well, using the keys where I can, even if they're just 1-stars, because, you know, that's all going to come to fruition over time with speed glyphs, HP percent, and also the gear for the forge. Because that is massive to be able to get some of this gear. As you see here, there's still some more I can do. Okay. Some decent ones. I might just save it a little bit for now. Let's try these ones, actually. I'm going to try to get a 4 to 5 star. We'll try to get a 5-star. Come on. Okay. You get for the last one? A legendary piece? Defense. Oh, that could have been a dream piece right there. But yeah, I'm trying to get some forged materials. Is definitely a plan of action as well, by any means necessary. I'm staying on top of like dungeon divers and whatever that may be, just to try and get some extra gems and stuff like that. Even here, look, we're almost like at the fragments. That's huge, right? Even though we don't need it, but those gems, like we're very close to them and we've got 16 hours. So an extra 30 gems in the bag, I would take it. And then, of course, our missions, I kind of highly recommend everybody use this to, you know, go through your progression so you could double dip with the challenges. And that's something that I've definitely been doing this time. As you see, with the challenges and the missions, they kind of correlated a lot. So I'd have to keep going back and doing things. Yeah, that's kind of the goal so far, I guess. Just trying to, you know, progress as we can and get to our 6-star champion with food. In terms of the gem mine, I will not be doing this because it is a 3-month challenge. And I don't feel like I'll get my investment back in time to make full use of it, right? Of course, if you're playing for a long period of time, you know, you're going to want that gem mine. But for something like this, I need as much gems as possible to do masteries or buy shards or whatever that may be. I feel like I'm going to get value in those areas. In terms of progression on dungeons and stuff, I'm not trying to farm crazy amounts. I'm just, when it tells me do this dungeon, I will do it for that mission, and that's it at the moment. So we're not crazy far in terms of these. We're on stage 8, which can get us some 5-stars. Finite, they've not told me to do it again yet, so I've not been focusing on that. Spider's Den, we're up to stage 4. That was because of the mission as well. And then Ice Golem, we're down to stage 10. But I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to do this as well. And yeah, just cracking on and just, trying to progress in arena, slow burning it out and not trying to get burnt out from this competition, right? Whilst trying to stay below the energy caps so we get the maximize for our energy. But yeah, guys, that's basically what we've been up to for episode 2. I am going to try and get my teammates, who's actually called the Team Shadowverse, which I love the name. We're going to try and get them all on the channel for a collaboration sometime this week, just to discuss some strategies looking forward. And I might not be on any of the top leaderboards at the moment, but we've definitely got a plan of action to try and, boost our team into battle. Like, we've not rushed into a 6-star yet. We're kind of focusing a little bit on multiple champions, progressing in certain areas, and, just thinking about things before just diving into it. Like, could I quickly, use all of this food, which I have been preparing? Like, look at this. We have got loads here. And we got loads here for the fusion as well. So I could get a 6-star if I wanted to. But, I'm just considering it because a legendary champion is massive and, I can slowly farm the food up and get that done in around 3 to 4 days. Yeah, on that note, that is going to be the end of today's video. Hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Stay tuned for the Ravelos guide sometime tomorrow, and I'll see you all in a video soon. Peace.